is about innovation management. Recording is running. Super. So Daminda, am I audible for you? Are you able to hear me?
No worries.
I'm audible for you, ne?
Yes. I know.
Okay. Super. Hi. So good. Congratulations on finishing your first assignment. Now let's go ahead with the second assessment, right? So the second assessment and content is about innovation management. So in the innovation side of it, every organization has to do some level of innovation. So we'll first run through the assignment requirement and then we will go through the content so it's easy for you. Right. So when it comes to the assignment, same way, the assignment guideline goes ahead with, okay, I need to screen share this. Bear with me, share screen. Window assignment guideline. Arya. Right. So you have 5th of September. It's there in the WhatsApp group also. You are required to conduct a research-based case study of your own organization or an organization that you wish to analyze about how innovation practices are being handled. So innovation is not only about coming up with a new product, but it is also about taking care of new ways of handling the services. Now today, a lot of challenges are coming in from plantation management with central bank coming into play and a lot of notification. So how are you showcasing yourself to be a genuine player? So I saw some of the plantation management companies have opened up their own coffee shops, their own other sectors which can prove to people that you are more reliable. So the assignment requires. Sorry, come again.
Vanilla shops.
Vanilla shops. Yes. You're part of that organization, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
So people who do the vanilla cultivation.
Perfect. So there was like I saw that you all have done some vanilla essence and stuff like that, which were showcasing to the public. Is it open to the public also? Hi. So you need to assess your organization, how things are, and to work out this entire process. So when it comes to innovation, there is a number of areas which are to be looked at. There is some innovation management theory, the same way executive summary, introduction, literature review, and your organizational case study, how you all went ahead. Even you can take the vanilla plantation and work around with it, and a critical evaluation of how things are, recommendations to further grow this, conclusion and reference list, all these are there. You can use the Harvard referencing system. Minimum of 12 academic credible sources is expected. You can go for more. The more you have, better it is, kind of a situation. Submission, you already know how to go ahead with the email ID. You submit to us and then we do the internal moderation and send it abroad. So this is the assignment requirement. So since you're already used to it, I saw that you struggled on the first one, but happy that you brought it to the finish line somehow. Now the second lesson handout is to go ahead with this particular area of innovation management. What type of theories are there? So when you're going ahead with your research and reference sources, what you need to remember is there has to be something interesting about the company and how you all went ahead with it. Nathan, it won't get a lot of people to read your work. Second part is the target is to take you towards a platform where you can go and share your experience. And further, your name has to come into ResearchGate. So you can even today start it on ResearchGate and showcase what you're doing. So innovation is currently you can see it in my screen as well as I think it's already available in your WhatsApp also. Let me close down some of the tabs which are heavy, right? So innovation is the successful exploitation of a new idea. It is distinctive from invention. So innovation can be something that you are improving the existing process, improving the existing products, which is simply the creation of something new. An idea only becomes an innovation once it's implemented and generates value. So people are expecting some level of value, meaning some profit or some usage out of it. So some of these brands like Facebook, some of these brands like Amazon took a long time. They were trying to prove that the product works, and then they got investors, and then only today you have a business that is making money. So 4 P's of innovation: it could be a product innovation, it could be a process innovation, it could be position innovation, it could be paradigm innovation. Uh, Damit, are you by any chance driving? So I'll keep on talking. Nathan, I can make it conversational. Let me know because I don't want to
No, no,
bother
no.
you
I'm
also.
not driving. I'm not driving. I'm
Okay.
not driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're at home or you're still at office? What is your
No,
situation
no, no.
right now?
I'm at home. I'm at home. I'm
Okay.
at home.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Let them make a banaki na hoge when I'm going one direction. That's why I wanted to
Actually,
just get
that's okay.
your
No, no.
thought.
Yeah, I'm hearing to you. I'm hearing to you. Not to worry.
Okay. No, no, there's no harm there. I just want to make sure that
Right.
everyone like understand adult responsibility also is there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, while some people, I think double connection is there, right? Right. So you have all these different types of innovation that is happening, and we need to be aware about how innovation is working around. So we have incremental innovation, radical innovation, and disruptive innovation. So we have 3 different types of innovation that is there. Incremental innovation is the product is there, you keep on growing. Now Sri Lanka in banking
Can you hear
system,
me?
we have the ATM, self banking,
Hello.
online banking. Now we'll go into a space of digital and cryptos
Yeah.
in the future. Radical innovation is a significant change that is going on, and like from Pare to Uber was a
Yeah.
radical innovation. Disruptive innovation is totally making the change towards the market. So when it comes to your innovation, you can obviously take your example, your company, or any company that you are familiar with. So you can Sri Lankan example at Itagato, Dialog Axiata, Easy Cash is there. The thing with this content development is obviously you can get the help of AI to analyze a case study, but Uttaram, AI has its own limitation. Unless you are using a premium version, you cannot have all the output quality what is expected. So just take that into your system when you're trying to build on your case study. When it comes to innovation, is there something that you would like to add when it comes to your assignment, like something that you want to do which you can present in a forum? You can think about it. I think your content is. I'll put this on the WhatsApp also. Put it note dana, so you can always think about it while you are building the assignment. I
Yeah.
don't want you to fall into a situation. Is there anything that you can think of in terms of innovation?
Yeah. Actually, then one thing is I want to know because do I need to continue with the plantation which I have?
Nah. You can
Nah.
change. You can always
Yeah.
change. Yeah.
Right. Then
So,
now actually because I have entering for another small business. So
okay.
this is hotel supply. It is a kind of a food. I don't know whether you have heard about dumplings. Dumpling is a
Dumplings. Yeah.
new things for the Sri Lanka because it's yet not to
Hmm.
more in the market heavily because it is slightly moving at the moment. But I have done some research about that, and then we have touched on that area. Now
Hmm.
we are going to starting for dumpling in Sri Lanka in with reasonable level. So therefore, then I can do some because I have some innovation regarding that trade as well. Because then dumplings when
Yeah.
it comes to dumplings when most of the people they know with prawns so cuttlefish
Hmm.
like that because in a I mean, inside of that, I mean, paste and filling. It's a filling. It comes with that.
Yeah.
Mostly comes with that thing like what do you call these cuttlefish or then other thing is prawns. Then
Yeah.
therefore, but when it comes to the dumplings, actually we can do our own innovation for that as well. Because the Sri Lankan innovation, because we are looking for that kind of a thing. And likewise,
Yeah.
actually, it's dumpling is a thing. Actually, we can move on to our tradition as a traditional feeling also, because then and according to the countries, whatever the
Palette.
uh, yeah. So then especially and then mostly then when it comes to the a lot of cultural foods are there, and when you compare with the country to country, because then dumpling also, because then we can move for that kind of a categories. And
Yeah.
therefore more, and what I see is actually we can do more innovation with that product also. And
Yeah.
this one actually I hope to do with the dumpling products.
So you can do it with disruptive innovation, Kela. You can think about how you're going to disrupt the market. You can, I think you have a chance there. So what disruptive innovation is where you are trying to challenge the existing system. Whether there is crystal jade or
Yes.
it's, you are correct. It's put as a premium product, whereas you can play it in a mass market way with Sri Lankan flavor.
Yeah.
So you can look at that how your thought process is and how compare analysis you can show why this innovation matters. Disruptors enter at the low end of the market, offering a cheaper, simpler product over severe mainstream customers. Uh, when incumbents neglect for higher profit margins, so you have dynamics that are to be worked out. New market footprints is disrupt target non-customers who previously lacked the financial means or technical skills. So when it comes to certain products like, let's say, high-end value like a car, electric car, or something like that, it's a bit complex. But when it
Yes.
comes to food, one thing with food is very easy to go into this context.
Yeah.
So innovation and organizational design, exploration versus exploitation. So how is your organization? Is it on an exploitation method or are they on exploration method? As a team, if you have a team, you can think in that way. Where when it comes to exploitation, you involve refine efficient production, selection, and execution. Meaning, තියෙන resource ටිකම you are reconfiguring it.
Yes.
Exploration is all about you're trying to involve and try to work out something, risk taking and coming up with a new product.
Yeah.
So I was very inspired with your agri business vanilla concept. It was good that you all went into a bit of a coffee shop concept. Is it operational from morning to evening, or how is that working out?
Yes, actually it is operating in morning to night. It's
Okay.
about in 8:30, like 7 to 8:30, like that. No, this is main thing is actually Sri Lankan market doesn't have an idea about the vanilla, because most of the people vanilla means actually it's a natural vanilla. So most of the
Yeah.
people doesn't have an idea about what is vanilla, because then if you take then general public, they think vanilla is something coming from in artificial, but it is not like
Yeah.
that. It is
Mm.
actually it is a natural thing, because natural vanilla is
Yeah.
so expensive in when you compare with the global market. So then therefore
Yeah.
actually that is why the vanilla is so expensive. And the other thing is actually that is why the Sri Lanka, there are a lot of companies, they try to start to cultivate the vanilla. And the vanilla process are also actually very different, because then it is actually it's a to make the vanilla and this powder and
Yeah.
liquid, it is a process. So when it is a
Yeah.
natural process also. and therefore then this
Yeah.
is actually in this coffee shop actually then this experience giving for the general public, because then only they know the what is the real vanilla is, what is the product of real vanilla. So then those are the things
Mm.
actually they mainly catered with these kind of a small coffee shop. It's actually it's not
Okay.
coffee, it's a vanilla shop actually. It's
Vanilla stuff. Okay.
it's
It's
vanilla
nice. It's
because
nice, but even innovation making one dimension only how you all did it.
yeah.
So
I think you have seen it
normally,
on
actually, I
Battaramulla.
was, yeah. I was passing Kosuat. I think there is one HNB ATM. So because I saw, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
it
yes.
attracts people. So I was thinking, even
I
banks are supposed to do like this. No, pay banks are working like a government office. No,
yeah.
so
True.
that's very different anyway. So
Yeah,
when it comes to this innovation, so think about. I'm happy that you are diversifying into this particular area. So if you're going into dumplings, what are your growth aspects? Yeah. So
yeah.
what
Mm,
are the structural models that you're considering? Is it structural, contextual, or sequential? I think it's contextual. So individual employees possess behavioral capacity to divide time between exploratory and exploitative tasks
mm,
enabled by a flexible organizational culture. So you're trying to uh, work out because of the context that is there. Structural is all about structure form of, you have a particular department within your organization who's trying to look at
yes,
innovation.
yes,
So
yes.
it's very different how you drive your innovation. When it comes to innovation, you have open innovation. Open innovation is a concept that says
Yeah.
you are running like a system and you're open to receive innovative ideas. So inbound innovation is harnessing external knowledge. So externally, you're attending conferences, events. So probably you would have got the idea because you went to an event and you saw it, or you would have done your Google search or ChatGPT, or you went abroad and found it. So what sparked your dumpling idea? Was it that you went abroad and found it, or
Yeah, actually, I have seen in abroad as well, because the mainly actually I was looking into that because one of my friend is used to work for in international chain, because he's experienced with a lot of international brands, and actually
okay?
he's now working with the dumplings, and he's gave me the idea. Then only I have done the
Ah,
research, and yeah. So now I have now I have an idea to join to get him to this as well. Anyway, let's see,
super.
because now I'm actually looking at any very best possible ways to start this.
Yeah. So it's good what you did was the inbound open innovation. Tama, you spoke to a friend.
Yeah,
It came from
of course.
outside. So you're capitalizing it. Then there is outbound open innovation. Is you have like Apple only. You internally have a team whose full time job is licensing,
Mm,
spin-off, joint venture. So this happens mostly with food companies. I think you'll go into outbound open innovation
of
after you
course.
all launch your brand. It was you all have like
Yeah,
franchise karagene annaitin. So
of
that's
course.
outbound open innovation.
Yes. Actually, we have,
So
yeah, because this is
go
very
ahead.
easy. This product is very easy to market even, because then even in Sri Lankan, five-star hotel, all the five-star hotel, they have this product.
Correct.
And
Correct.
only thing is actually they have no in a reliable supply in Sri Lanka. And
Hmm.
as you then other thing is the reliable brand. And likewise there are
Hmm.
some lacking areas of this, because there are very small people, then very small people doing this, and then actually there are some difficulties finding because of that. And the
Yeah.
to maintain some what do you call these hygienic criteria and
Yeah.
quality criteria, then there are a lot of things to maintain. And then actually
Yeah.
if we achieve all these things, if we are in there, definitely we can easily open in outbound market as well. It's,
Correct.
yeah.
Even there is a innovation called MVP, minimum value proposition. So what you do is you can check if the business will work by putting it to Uber Eats and seeing like Uber Eats, Hari pick me food, Hari dala,
Yeah.
whether people actually buy it and what is their feedback. So it's one test
Yes.
market.
Yes.
So you
Of
have
course.
like value creation, it's a value proposition. People should find value even if they are paying high amounts. Um,
Yeah.
they have to find value. So this entire business model canvas theory also talks about the same thing. It talks about who is your customer that you're going to target. It leads to your value, it leads to your channel, how you want to deliver the product, customer relationship, revenue, key resources, key activities, key partners, and cost structure. So these are all 9 things that anyone has to think about when they are delivering. Now
Yes.
BYD is having a lot of issues because of their repair and service people are having a problem. They never
Yeah.
expected so many people will buy.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
stuck frozen. So
Yes.
business model canvas is like a supermodel.
Yes.
At the kata, like writing a document is easy, but putting it, finding the
Yeah.
money and making the investment is the hardest part. No, so that's where this innovation process works out. And leadership and culture, psychological safety, these are all part of your innovation. So if you don't have a proper
Yeah.
leader, proper culture, a psychological
Right.
safety, people are not going to innovate. So
But
recently, of course,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Damindu, you're trying to say something. I cut you off, I think.
No, actually, so, what I want to say is actually then when it come to the the products, because then actually this product is anyway in the market, and then therefore then people, some of have experience even. Only thing is actually what we looking at, and there are some drawbacks in the market, so
Hmm.
we try to come out with then this drawback actually we can make it in correct way, and then we try to give a complete product for the the customers, and as well as for the
Correct.
in the hotels, like in big places, because then where they are expecting. So that is what
Yeah.
actually I see. And
Yeah.
not actually, this is not like in, if you take a then BYD is a new product, and it's actually new thing, as you said, because no one is expected to they never expected to such a fast
Exactly.
sale. So therefore
Yeah.
what happened was actually they didn't have any experience then what kind of parts, or what kind of a repairs is
Hmm.
coming, and those kind of a
Yeah.
thing they never expect. So that is what the
Yeah.
problem. Everybody is in facing a lot of problems, and
Hmm.
even the customer is also dissatisfied, even the company also like that. So therefore
Yeah.
it is actually, it is that product is in another way, as I know, because it's actually, it's not, we cannot say it's in same way, in the different way it's going. It's same
Yeah.
way it's going, because it's a different thing and different path
Hmm.
it's getting. And this product is then already in the market, but only thing is there are some drawbacks in with these products. So what
Yeah.
we do is actually, if we can rectify all these things in a proper way, I think we can expand the market.
Correct. So not the product is not totally unknown. Also, people know about it. So that's where
Yes,
the chance is. Yeah.
of course.
So something to look into in terms of our content leadership, culture, and psychological safety wise. We had the famous example of Mr. Kottu Grant going into a lot of problems recently, isn't it? Like a
Yeah.
culture, poor fellow. He should have put some other guy to do operations manager or director to do the
Yeah,
take care of the operations side.
of course.
WhatsApp එකට දාලා you show one
I
face. The other thing is you can't speak in a lovey-dovey way with the Kottu Bas also. No. Mason Bas and
exactly.
Kottu Basas are not the easiest people to deal with in our
Yeah,
life, no? So
exactly.
අපරාධේ. So
No, they able the
we,
brand that they have made the brand, but only thing is they couldn't maintain it. Okay, that is what
mm,
I see because but when it comes to the in a certain levels, actually we are not a almighty God. We don't know everything. Best thing is
yeah,
actually we have to leave it to the people who know that and expertise in the
yeah,
market. We have to
yeah.
hire them on proper time.
Yeah, correct. Thought process. So what has happened is entirely the entire brand got stuck. No, I think the fellow was showing he's selling the car and all, poor fellow. But now I think he's back in his game. Anyways, so that's the challenges of I think the way that we run with leadership and the culture and
Very
psychological
true.
safety.
Exactly.
And comprehensive framework synthesis matrix is there, which provides the different 4 P's of innovation space. It is the product, process, position, and paradigm shift. Creative destruction, dynamic process where innovation is dismantled and established in economic structure. So what you're trying to do is a creative destruction. The product is already there, dumplings are
Yeah.
already there. You are
Yes. Yes.
trying to make it continual. So that's called as a creative destruction.
Yes.
Then you have the disruptive innovation, low
No.
cost new market entry. So I think for the Sri Lankan market, kottu is a like any country you go to, go showing kottu and the hoppers is something Sri Lankan signature dish. Uh, Exploration versus exploitation කියලා ගන්නකොට there is the tension between optimizing existing efficiency and discovering future value creation, whether you are exploiting or whether you are exploring with a specific department. Then we have organizational complexity, open innovation. So these are the theories that are there, which you need to mention in your study. Obviously, in your study, you can't talk about everything, but you can relatively compare with other theories and talk about with it. Right?
Right.
So when it comes to this MBA level application, obviously, yes, there is theory, but it is about how we apply the context. So you can
Yes.
apply to your dumpling business and say, okay, for innovation, this is how I'm going to manage it.
Mm.
These are the innovations that I tried out, and these are the ones that are going to be successful. Or how you're going to manage, you can talk about. So this is the innovation based one. So there are innovation books also that are there, which you can refer if required. I'll share those books also with you. So
Yeah.
that's about today's module. So it's short and sweet. I did Digarlat Megame. You can just drag, but I didn't find any value in dragging because you also know the subject. There is no need to take. But I think some of these
Yeah.
theories are new for you, ne? The inbound and outbound innovation systems. Um, I think some level of business model canvas, some of them would have been new to you. What is your take on this entire assessment and the module for you?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, actually, this is my then mainly as you said in those inbound and outbound thing is actually I took from that. Actually, then I will go through in one by one. Then I have to read it, and then there are finally then I have to come with the total whatever. Then I have to take it, and
Yeah.
other thing is actually anyway. Then as you said, because it's better than if you brief it and give as a extract one, because then actually then I can go through it one by one in leisurely, and then I can say I also can get some ideas and I can share with you as I told as I do it in earlier. Then you can correct me on correct pathways in then but if there is anything and
Yeah.
should correct from myself.
Yeah. So you can just start off with the assessment. The assessment is there.
Yeah,
Take on the innovation and just keep writing.
yeah,
And yeah, as we go along, we'll check and we'll have a conversation around it.
yeah, of course.
I badly want to put your paper, your research work across for one of these conferences. I'll try and see if I can push you for one of those upcoming ones where something new is there for you, you know, or else I don't
Yeah,
want it to be a repetition of your previous work. So let
yeah.
me check on that.
Right.
Right. So that's about today's session. So I'm planning to wrap up the session. Is it okay on your end?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, if there's anything, because then anyway, then we have a conversation with them. Because if there's anything, I'll contact you and I'll get the advice from you and whatever the the way I wanted to do it incorrectly. So then definitely I'll get some ideas from you as well.
Yeah, yeah, that would do. That would do. Right. So the assignment also, let me tag it. Right. So that's it for today. I'll end the session right now. Keep in touch then. Okay, Daminder?
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Krish. Okay, good night. Take care.